Today is January 5th, 2024. The Islamic State-backed faction of Boko Haram, the Islamic State West African Province ISWAP, attacked Kwari, a town in Geidam local government area of Yobe State. Geidam is the council area of the immediate former Inspector General of Police Osman Baba Al-Khalil. It is located 177 kilometers away from Damaturu, the state capital, and it is about 40 kilometers away from Nigeria and Niger Republic border. We learned that the gunmen during the attack killed the pastor of the Church of Christ in Nations, COCIN, Luka Nevong. 13 other villagers, including the church treasurer, Miana Abdullahi, were also killed by terrorists, an eyewitness reported. The source added that the gunmen burned down the church, many houses and cars. The attack, which occurred around 1 a.m. on Friday, was not repelled. Another resident told a news correspondent. 14 people were killed in Geidam this morning. Many houses and the church were burned, he said. Other residents who had retired to their homes were forced to flee into the bushes as the gunmen stormed the village, shooting sporadically. The victims were taken on the specialist hospital, Geidam, the source added. Yobe, a state in Nigerian northern region, has experienced a series of brutal attacks that have resulted in the devastating death of thousands of people. Since the death of Jazz leader Abubakar Sheku, ISWAP has been consolidating its grip in location around Lake Chad. The president and other government officials are still mute while Nigerians continue to die because of insecurity attack from Boko Haram Fulani herdsmen, and their target is just Christians. This is another church that has been burned down. And my pain in one of these things is that if Shahara reporters and bloggers like us did not report it, you will not see such matters being tabled in the national television. Unless international community have started reporting it, like that case of Plateau State, you could see that Al Jazeera Wiyon First Post began to report even before our news agents in Nigeria. This is not good. But the problem is this. When this attack happened, the first one that happened during the Christmas period, we criticized the government because up till now, even the vice president went to the state. He did not visit the IDP camp. He did not visit the people, the surviving victims. Now, the president did not go there, and people just keep quiet as if that is just gone. So no need of every other thing. But it's reported that they arrested some suspects, but nobody talks about it up till now. This is another attack, and people are dying. Now, the problem is, why is it that Christians are always the targets? Christians are always the target. Why are they burning down churches? What is the relationship between these terrorists and the church organization? So I think someone has to come out and explain the situations. Because if it is Islamic Jihad that they don't want Christians in the north, that will validate the agitations of some of the states that are agitating to have independence from Nigeria. Because people cannot just be dying like this every day, every time, and the government is not doing anything. Now, back to a different talk entirely. You see, I don't know why the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of DSS, the soldier chief of staff, the Air Force chief of staff, all the security agencies, and including President himself, I think these people are supposed to resign. This is a call for resignation. If an outsider invade your country, kill your people, and you have the responsibility to protect those people, and it doesn't shake you, this is very terrible. Very, very terrible. It's so terrible. How can people be dying every day in our country? And there is no one talking about it. Everything happening every day continue to justify our old videos. It continues to justify the claim that federal government are sponsoring all these insurgents and terrorism. So all these things happening every day, it is validating our point, and some of the people who spoke out that some persons in this government are sponsoring Boko Haram.
Especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara, but aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted. And these are people that one has been severally accused of harboring terrorists, even recently. And why? Let us ask, why should Shatima be visiting, along with his governor, be visiting and making a solidarity with a police officer that was being tried for drug trafficking? Why? So you begin to put these things together and you begin to understand why Nigerians must retrieve their country. We can't allow this thing to happen.
The pain is much, and the Christian Association of Nigeria, I think they are becoming so useless. They are becoming so weak. I don't really know what is going on. Why is it that Christians are dying? They are burning churches down, doing all those things. What is the essence of belonging to an organization? Is it not to defend you when necessary? Is it not to come to your aid when necessary? So I do not understand what is actually going on in our country, where all these organizations cannot rise up to protest and to defend her people, also to make pressure government to do what they're supposed to do, to carry out their responsibility. And when you do not protest and talk out, there is no one that will know that this or that is going on. I could remember the former administration of this Christian Association of Nigeria. When insecurity was happening, I understood the role they play to making sure that then the former US President Donald Trump has to place Nigeria state as banned, as one of the states who are supporting the massacre of Christians. Yes, they can do that. It can happen. But what is going on today? They appear to be so weak. Thank you for listening. Please help me share this video. Subscribe to this channel, and above all, let's come for the next video.